yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Wallahi, you're finished.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big.
I am sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Yep. 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 Hey, everybody. Hey. Hello. Hey. It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here again on Sophia's Football Talk. Yes. Now, this team is going to be the death of me. This team, one day, this team is just like today. My cheeks are all red, might not be very noticeable, but I'm breaking out. I am breaking out, literally, because of how pissed I am. And when I get pissed and frustrated, I get super warm and I break out in hives. Yeah, people, where do we even begin? I will be having my brother Tony Claude Gunner TV will be coming on the show and of course talking about his team. But I have to have a moment to speak about my team, where I'm gonna do a little bit of ranting. Okay, I will be ranting a little bit. I need to speak my mind. I need to speak my truth, and I need to caca all over this shit right here, because Lord have mercy, people. Lord have mercy upon us all, because I do not know. I do not know where we go from here. I want to believe that there are ups. I want to believe that the arrow is moving forward. I want to believe that there is a, the trajectory is not going to be, going downwards. I want us to move forward. I want us, this team, which I've been a supporter of since 2004. Y'all, I'm grown. I've supported this team since I was 9 years old. Next year will be 20 years. My childhood has been amazing with supporting this damn freaking beautiful club. But the last 10 years has been a shambles. It has been an utter, disgusting, horrendous, all of the different synonym words that I can think of. All of it is how it's been feeling like supporting this damn club. But I do it. I do it week in and week out. Okay, I just gotta speak my mind. I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna sit there and say that I'm 10 out. That's not the case. Today, I'm very much pissed on some of the players. Yo, today, Tony, I see you in the background, but Tony, right now, do some ranting, brother. You're gonna get your time to also rant on your team, cause I know, Tony, your team also lost, and what makes me even more pissed is that Arsenal lost, and I can't sit there and be happy about it. That's how low, that's how far we have fallen. Oh, how the mighty, oh damn, how the mighty have fallen, and oh my Lord. Want to do it? We need some holy water for this, because yo, yo, yo. I'm very happy that I have the day off tomorrow from work. Lord, thank you, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't hear the end of it. I wouldn't hear the end of it. I am mentally and physically drained. Okay, I just want some good. Is there somebody up there that is, punishing me? Did I do something wrong? Did I? I'm just asking. I'm asking. What did I do? I'm pretty sure I've been a decent human being. Okay? All I want is for my club to be glorious again. That's all I want. Okay? That's all I want, people. And I see a lot of you. Big up everybody. I ain't go right now. I'm gonna tell right now. It's so many comments. I cannot be able to read all of them. But big up. I see everybody. I see y'all. I haven't even been able to say give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you like the vibe. I mean, I wish I could be a bit more positive, but Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy upon us all, cuz I can't do it, man. We cannot. I beg, we cannot. There's so much pain with supporting this freaking club. It's so much pain, man. It's so much pain. Legit. I just Halun. Rasmus Halun scoring a brace. The guy could have freaking scored a hat trick today. He did what he needed to do. What else do you need to ask him for? What? Defensively, I can't not even speak. Defensively, we were abysmal. Okay, with individual mistakes is what cost us today. I'm gonna sit here. The players failed us today. Okay, that's the case. And prior to seeing the lineup, I was like, "Oh, Rashford again, Bruno." I don't know. Bruno on the right, I don't like it. So I need to, of course, be looking at Ten Hag sideways and be like, "Brother, Uncle Ericy, did Bruno have to be on the right though, bro?" No. Hannibal looked good when he was playing. I don't know if he was injured, if whether or not that was the reason why he got subbed off. Even though I do feel like Eriksen looked good when he came in. Casemiro moving reckless. The ones that I think it needs to take a hard look at their mirror today specifically. Who let us Varane, I love you, bro. But brother, you were not good today. Dallo? Mm-mm. Brother, you need to go to the gym. Okay? You need to gain some muscles because Zaha, wow, he bullied you. He made you look like a mouse, bro. Mm, okay? So sorry. Who else? Um, I love you, Amrabat, but as a fullback, yeah, that can't slide. Yeah. Not that he necessarily need to look hard. Ooh, not him. Onana? I love you, Onana. I love you. I did say I love the hair. I did say that. And I said if I need somebody to replace the hair, it'll be Onana. As I did watch him for Inter, Ajax, and I really liked him. But today, Onana, wow. That mistake, that was not it, bro. That was not it. Certain men gotta look themselves in the mirror and be like, you know what? I, sorry for my language, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. I did. Okay? Other men can be like, you know what? I did what I needed to do. Halen, Mount, I can't even like, y'all know I've not been on the Mount train. But since he came back from injury, he has played well. So I can't sit there and be like, pointing finger at Mason Mount and be like, no, he's been actually pretty all right. Hannibal as well for the first 45 minutes that he was playing. Good. A lot of other men, shite with some of the mistakes, losing. I'm tired. When are we going to stop always blaming everybody else and be like, you know what, players? Y'all let us down today. But Tanak, of course, also, if we do have, like, I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but if you do have, you know, you have a Lindelöf at your disposal, you have a Johnny Evan at your disposal, you even have a Harry Maguire at your disposal, play Amrabat in that midfield. You play then Dallo as the left back, and then you play Lindelöf as the right back. Because one-on-one, 1v1 situations for Amrabat as the left back, that can't slide, bro. That ain't it. That ain't it. If you have maybe Lisandro Martinez helping out potentially, but if not, yeah. Rashi running into Bland alleys, Good assist though that you had for Höjlund, but Lord have mercy. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I don't know. And I know after this you're gonna be hearing Ten Hag out, but like for me still, it doesn't fix the problem, people. Who we go? If you can tell me who we gonna get, who is Kerry gonna come in? What is Kerry gonna do? We gonna get Ole again? No. Y'all forgot how bad it was at the end of Ole's tenure. Some of y'all apparently did. I'm tired. I am mentally and physically tired. I really am. I really am. I just, I don't know. Like Nathan says, lowest of low. I feel shit. Once again, Arsenal lost. I should be like, yay, hoo-hoo. That should make me feel better. No, it does not make me feel better by any shape or form. It doesn't. I still feel shit. I actually feel physically sick. I literally do. Guys, this is not a call-in show. We'll probably maybe start doing that soon. But today, I have one guest, and that is Tony Clark on our TV, which we did pre-plan before. So I'm going to have him be able to, of course, talk about his team. I talk about my team. We, voice our opinions in terms of each other teams. But right now, today, it ain't a college show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Luana says, but they'll start again on the weekend. We're going to be playing Brentford. The worst part is that I feel like Galatasaray was able, they just, the goals they scored was due to our mistakes. They also got a penalty, which Icardi missed. And then, not long after, he scored. When we end up leading, we aren't able to hold on to a lead. Why is that? Is that lack of concentration? Is it mentality? I don't know what it is. But why can't some of these players seem to get their freaking shit together? Why? Why? I don't get it. Pick up to continue. I believe if this is correct, you are that City fan that always jumps onto um, KG's channel. Big up to you, but you says how good is Eric Tenag? Eric T. Okay, that's you know what? That's bad mind. How's meant to be from the school of oh my god, Cruyff and Pep. Brother, I'm tired. Oh, see, my head hurts as well. I probably will be ill tomorrow. I just know it. If I see anyone complain or say Tenag out, that's I just people like it was individual mistakes, and we had a lot of chances as well. Like, are we cursed? Is just did something happen? Is it maybe that Shaitan commercial that we did for the away kid? Is that what it is? Roy Keane saying, you know, you've already, registered into this team since birth. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Just tell me. I don't know. We have to okay, now let's not do that. Eddie says, I'm mentally tired of this team too. Can't believe how bad these results are. Injuries have affected the team, but results shouldn't be this bad. Unana really needs a sip. I might need Altai to come in and be like, because we're gonna see Onana leave in January to play Afghan. So let Altai come in, get a little bit warm in the shirt. Let him come. And this comes from me. I love Onana. But Onana, yo, brother, wow, this was not it. Shaitan commercial. Yeah. I think Everton Hag is an individual too, and he made a mistake. Hey, I can criticize, but I'm not going to put solely the blame on him. Like I know a lot of people want me to do. I'm not going to and you're not getting that from me today. You're not going to sit here and see me saying everything out because that's not happening. Leon says Hannibal and Heyberg are excellent players. They play well. Bruno let us down again, says Mebs. Bruno on that right side. I don't want it, man. I don't want it. United just crumble so easily against average opponents. It just sucks even more because I didn't really think Galatasaray was doing that much. They were just feeding off of the mistakes that we were doing, getting at us on the counter. But other than that, we had some good. I don't get it, man. Oh my God. Also says this has been happening at the club for too long to be a manager thing. The mentality of these players has been toxic for years. Sir Alex kept the mentality straight the moment he left. Players lost it. Yep, the last 10 years, abysmal. Coutinho, aka Abdullah says, Sofia, I'm half Dutch. I advocated for Eric Ten Hag. I saw him as a great successor for Pep. I hear you. R. Sharma says, Ten Hag, you're ruining my club. Get out of. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of people are turning. Our star players, our bench players, our big clubs, we're disgraceful and making. Yep. Yep. Eric Ten Hag out, says James. Lord. Wow. Okay. Okay. Koala says not every knock out, but he has to play players in their preferred position. They exploit the left side. That's also something that I can criticize today and be like, you know what? Certain men has to play in their preferred position, like in their actual position. So that in that case, you can be like, you know what? Hey, hey. Big up to Michael says, wow, Sophia, if the players couldn't be more poor for United, they continue to fail them. That's the thing. Are they throwing the manager under the I don't know what it is, man. Either way, I'm gonna bring my guy Tony in, my brother. People, make sure you like, share, subscribe. A lot of people watching. Big up. I know there's definitely people watching more so to see us cry. You know what? You might see some tears today. It is what it is. I'm tired. I said what I needed to say, but I'm gonna bring Tony in. Big up to keeping it real, aka JPT. Says big up Sister Sophia. Is this more on Eric Tenag or Glazers not providing depth on defense? Ambat as inverted fullback. It's just it's a lot. Oh God, it's so many comments. Big up everybody. Big up, big up, big up. I'll read more of your comments a little bit later, but it's so many comments. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe. Also, do subscribe to Tony's channel. It is linked in the description box. But Tony, let me bring you in. Tony. We both, had our share of losses today. um, Speak to me, Tony. How are you feeling?
Hey, good evening. Good evening, Sofia. I've kind of like forgotten your name. Yeah, because this loss is kind of like, it's playing tricks on me. I just had to watch along and, thanks for giving me time to just, kind of like catch my breath and recalibrate and, just kind of like, come to terms with with the loss today. Completely shell shocked in the heart of France today. Horrible defeat. But I'll take solace in understanding that Galatasaray came to your home today and uh, you know taught you a lesson today. So I'll just take solace in that. But apart from that, man. Arsenal, abysmal performance today. Shocking performance. We went to France today. We had superior ball possession. But what's possession when you don't translate that into goal scoring opportunities? We had a captain who 2 weeks ago we just gave him a new 5-year contract, uh, and also put our money where our mouth you know is, and uh, show him that we believed in him. Give him 5-year contract, and he couldn't turn up today yet again. In the big games, Martin Odegaard has failed to turn up. Apart from that, big ups to Ravi. Yeah, Ravi, thanks, man. Thanks for everything you do for me, man. I see that you've just placed the links to my channel there, man. God bless you, my brother, man. Thanks for always
Yes.
fighting for me all the time. God
Also,
bless
just
you.
quickly, not to interrupt you, Tony, but I just have to. Koala, thank you
Yeah,
for
for the
your
super chat.
amazing donation. Oh my God. Wow. That
Big
definitely helps out a lot. So, Koala, thank you so much for that, for the super sticker. I
big ups,
really
Koala.
appreciate
Big
it.
ups, man. God
big up to
bless
you,
you.
Koala. I just need to put some respect on that. So thank you so much for that, Koala. Continue,
Mm.
Tony.
Kuala, big ups to you, yeah, please, because when you support our friend Sofia, you also take the time to also support, her in whatever she does. Thank you very much for that super chat, and God bless you. God bless your family, my brother. You are a real hero, man. Big ups to you. See, yeah, Sofia, just like I was saying, Martin Odegaard, we placed so much faith in this guy at least 2 weeks ago. Gave him a new contract, 5-year contract. Came into the Not London Derby, didn't come up with a performance. Uh, you know, you saw what happened to us in the Not London Derby. Felt like a loss, and then went into that other game against Bournemouth. He turned up in that game. He has a knack for turning up for the small games, for the little games, but. Uh, when the chips are down, he just gets lost in the heat of the moment in the bigger games, and that has been a big, massive problem for Arsenal Football Club, because we do need midfielders, mostly our number 10, whose job it is to actually fashion out lots of chances and get into those deep pocket spaces and create chances. We saw none of that this evening in the heart of front.
Mm.
Apart from that, my manager stubbornly has a knack for bringing in Kai Havertz, at least to even start. This guy got a penalty just last weekend. Yeah, the one that will boost his performance, right? What do? You keep him on the bench and bring him as a super sub. Yeah, anything can happen when you bring him as a super sub. But this manager has been so stubborn. He brings him in the first half. He has a shitty game and is hauled off in the second half. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus had a goal, which was a very, very nice goal per se. But uh, David Raya sending a crossfield ball into the midfield, and then I just don't know what happened. It, it happened. It just happened so quickly and so suddenly, and
Goalkeepers today, man.
I'm telling you, man,
Uh,
shocking performance. We brought in David Raya, who has a very superior. Actually, I
mm,
I wanted checks and balances for Aaron Ramsdale this season, and I got what I wanted. We brought in a goalkeeper who, like for like, is the same, or is in the same category with Aaron Ramsdale. At least he has a more superior stats in the Premiership. At least last season for Brentford, superior catches, superior crossfield passes, brings composure to the back four, positions himself quite well. Ball playing goalkeeper. All the good stuff you saw with Onana just before he came, and when he came, then you saw the real Onana. That's just the same thing, but. I'm not saying that Raya is totally tested just yet. He has just had limited amount of games for Arsenal. But let's see, that position is still up for grabs. Aaron Ramsdale is still in it with what I saw today. David Raya has had opportunities in the Not London Derby. He's had opportunities like today to kind of like tie up this number one position. But with his performance today, he licked 2 goals today in the Not London Derby, licked another 2 goals again. I'm sorry, he hasn't taken that position just yet. So Aaron Ramsey is in the shout. So apart from that, Lady Man, well, we're looking shocking to learn.
I hear you.
This is I'll take this as one of those losses that'll bring me back to earth, back to reality. Uh, you know, we'll see what happens. But just like the match started, on my own front, and I said I would prefer for us to lose this game 10 goals to nil, for us to go into the weekend and beat up and smash up Manchester City. I'll take anything. Yeah, even a loss in this Champions League game to go ahead and
Hmm.
smash up Man City in the weekend. So let's see what happens. You never know. You never know. It's football. You never know.
You never know. Keeping it real, Chelsea has a question for you, Tony. Says Tony, do you think it's Arteta or the Cronkies forcing Havertz in the 11? Makes no sense to reward Kai all these minutes.
Hmm, I totally understand you. See, yeah, but for some reason, uh, that's the same question that all Arsenal fans have been asking themselves. But with what I'm hearing from some certain quarters, I think this guy had a very, very, very shrewd agent. Probably maybe they slipped a clause into his contract that he must actually play games, and stuff like, or maybe start games. So it's very possible that he has certain clauses in his contract. And mind you, he came into this football club for big money. Yeah, 65 million pounds. That's actually big money from Chelsea Football Club. As you know, Chelsea Football Club were doing fire sales for their flops in their team, and Arsenal just went there and begged them with 65 million pounds, and kind of funded their moves for Caicedo. Mind you, they also threw part of their dump for Manchester United, because I believe this is a Manchester United fan base down here, Mason Mount, and I'm sorry, he hasn't been doing well either in Manchester United or in a Manchester United shirt either. So you can see what Chelsea, the cancer Chelsea have spread to both clubs. But again, I come back to Arsenal. Uh, Kai Havertz has been forced into this team. Mind you, he was forced into this team. Thomas Partey was forced to play right back. Thomas Partey was also is also injured, yeah, in this team because he played right back. So this guy have kind of come into our team, changed up, switched up everything tactically about my team, and has suddenly messed things up. We finally look worse. We spent 200 million pounds, yeah, in the summer, and we look worse than how we were last season. Last season we were beating up teams. I know we're not in the Champions League at the time, yeah, but we're beating up teams at the start of the season. Right now, we look poor, performance poor. The strikers are not firing on all cylinders. Every game seemed like a legitimate struggle to actually impose ourselves in the game. Yeah, we might have ball possession, we might have superior ball possession in the games that we've been playing throughout the season. But what's the need of having ball possession when you don't have a perfect game, when you can't beat these teams and put them to sleep, when you have to continually grind that point time and time with that number. Sofia, it's not looking that good anyway. It's not looking that
Mm,
good.
I hear you. Um, did Trossard play today?
Trossard played today, had a stinker of a game. Of course, he
Oh,
was on the ball. They tried to look for him and impose him more in the second half, but he had a very, very bad first half, and
mm,
he didn't really look that good. And of course, that's we've come to expect something like that from Trossard. And mind you, Trossard was a big injury doubt. When you even check it last week, wasn't in our game against Bournemouth, down and out injured. He had sort of like an injury in training. So coming back into full fitness in his first match after injury, so definitely he has to shake that up a little bit. So uh, that is understandable, but still he looked shocking in his first match back up for Arsenal after that injury. It's nothing to write home about. Shocking performance from him.
mm,
And mind you, now that Gabriel Martinelli is injured, yeah, I thought that Trossard will come in and actually make that position his own, or at least give Mikel Arteta a bit of an headache when Gabriel Martinelli comes back to full fitness. Right now, does Trossard pose any difficulty for Gabriel Martinelli when coming back? Sophie, I'm sorry, the answer is no. He doesn't
mm,
pose that big threat. We'll still bring in Gabriel Martinelli as a big game player, a big game changer. You can start him, you can bring him in anytime you like. You can get goals. He cuts in deep. He's strong. He has a go at players, and he can genuinely score goals for you. And he's become, a stalwart, a big general in this team. So
yeah.
I don't think Trossard has been able to take that position for himself. in the course of Gabriel Martinelli being injured. So
I hear it.
that's a big one. Mm.
Yeah, and this is a great one from Henry, which I kind of wanted to ask about. I mean, Saka obviously had to get, subbed off earlier due to, an injury and all of that. But is it really bad? Will he maybe potentially be missing the Sunday game, the big one against City?
Mm.
Do you think that's a
See,
possibility?
Henry Ray, thanks for that idea. But Ravi puts it perfectly in that question he coined down there. That's why Ravi is very tactical when he comes up with his questions because he knows where he's going to. He's a smart guy. See, yeah, Mikel Arteta yet again. Uh,
Conversations?
bring Exactly, bringing in Saka, to the firing line. You saw what happened to Bukayo Saka in that matchup against Bournemouth. He hobbled off, yeah, struggling to play that game. Instead of the Arsenal, the manager, to kind of like protect this player, because
Yeah. I think
when
it's a
you have
madness the way he manages
exactly,
him.
when you have a player like this guy, yeah, you have to manage him properly. You have to manage his injuries properly. All these things we keep seeing him playing time and time again. Can someone save Bukayo Saka from himself? The answer is no one would save Bukayo Saka. He's a young kid. He wants to play in the big games. He knows that that position belongs to him. He knows he's in no competition to play. Over places with anyone. He knows he's a king at Arsenal. He knows that when he talks, he knows that people follow him. He knows
Hmm.
the kind of pull and gravitational force that he has in that team. But see, yeah, Sofia, I just feel that Mikel Arteta, he's the manager, so he needs to put his money where his mouth is. Protect your big time player, and because this protection is not going on quite well, and that's why today again, Bukayo Saka hobbled off in the first half. But again, this kid, I've shown time without number that is a very resilient kid. He shakes up injuries so fast. I don't know what he does, but whatever he's doing, he should keep doing it because I need him in that big game against Manchester City. Yeah, because that's a very very big game. I would need his penetrative powers down there in that Manchester City right hand side. As we can see, Manchester City, they're there for the taking. They look weak. They will look weaker when they play against Leipzig tomorrow, which means that they only have less than 4 days to be able to prepare for the trip to London. And of course, Arsenal at home, we concede goals at home. But if you're checking on the flip side, we've always won at home this season.
Mm.
Uh, Away from home, we've hardly conceded goals. This is the first goals we've conceded away in 4 games. Arsenal have not conceded any goals, and we've won 4 games at a trot. Uh, Going to learn and opening up that account away with 2 goals seems shameful, and I think that has to do with Mikel Arteta and his tactics. And trust me, he's not really protecting Bukayo Saka enough. But you know what? Yeah, I'll give anything. I'll give anything to see that we can be able to beat up Manchester City in the weekend. So if this is the sacrifice we have to actually give to get that thing popping on Sunday, I'll let this slip. I'll let it go because I know we can do the job at home. Lent it's a thick team, yeah, compact defensively. You could see that they've technically broken down how to play Arsenal. Just allow Arsenal move towards you. Keep that
They are
5 man.
difficult. Yeah.
Exactly, difficult side. Keep that 5 man midfield. Throw that with one lone striker up front. So when Arsenal come pressing, and mind you, Arsenal lack discipline when we go forward to actually try to press these teams and create an attack. We go en masse, and we forget that these teams have. Mostly teams in the Champions League, they're more tactically aware with tactically aware coaches also. So they
Yeah.
just kind of like sunk us in deep when we're coming into when we're getting into that attacking position against Lawrence, and when we lost the ball while attacking, these guys just spread themselves. Yeah, put two in the wings, and three are just flying away to just get the ball forward, and that's how it's simple counter attacking football. Arsenal, had the whole ball possession, but they really did know how to counter attack. They did press
Mm,
when needed sometimes, so you
yeah.
could really see that they had the tactical awareness on how to break down Arsenal part by part, limb by limb, and they broke us. And that's why two goals were scored today, because they've tactically broken Arsenal. And again, Declan Rice, since he's come to this football club, I'm not saying he hasn't done well. He has done well. He's taken that loan.
I think he's been
That
very good
he,
for you
yeah,
guys. I
yeah.
like
He's been okay. He's been okay. But mind you, he's been left with the defensive duties to kind of like shore up our back four. Yeah,
it.
he's been
Mm,
playing deep deep in that central defensive mechanism, mostly as a single pivot, if you want to look at it in that fashion. Yeah, and Arsenal with that muscle in the middle of the park. Guess who is in our midfield? Martin Odegaard. It's slim. The last time I checked, he hasn't been to the gym getting muscles. Yeah, someone like Kai Havertz, our manager, stubbornly insists on putting Kai Havertz and starting him up every goddamn time. He lacks the technique, he lacks the pace, he lacks urgency, he lacks the tactical awareness on how to catch
hmm
these players, and he's not the technically most gifted player you can actually have in the middle of the park. He doesn't know how to dribble, he doesn't know how to move at the same pace with players who are more faster than him, who are more quicker than him, who are more of big time runners. He's not a runner. He's mostly
hmm
lazy on the ball. He just tries to pass the ball around. The players around him don't even trust him, for crying out loud. So we lack that muscle, which puts Declan Rice into a very, very big mess, because he has to cover up a whole lot of stuff, and he's covering that CDM role just as a single pivot. It doesn't work in that way. Yeah, so that's why the Lion Thomas Partey is back now. So I want to see a more solid midfield. So my regular midfield should come into play. I want to see someone like Martin Odegaard come out and shine, because he had someone like Thomas Partey who would play as maybe not as a probably maybe as a double pivot, because he would be a little bit maybe in the central defensive role, and maybe Declan Rice can sometimes have that license to roam a bit in the midfield, and maybe interchange with Thomas Partey at times, and then maybe we can suddenly start seeing a new lease of life in Martin Odegaard, who would have the space, who would have the little pocket spaces to create those chances. Like you can see today, he had to move strictly between creating in that number 10 position and going backwards to help our midfield, because we're being overrun in the middle of the park. So he couldn't actually do more of creating when down there in the midfield we're being overrun, being doubled up on. Even Bukayo Saka, while he was in the match, couldn't really get through, and that's because they found out more about Bukayo Saka and his penetrative incursions in games. Yeah, and they double up on him. And when you're having more of defensive duties in the middle of the park, it becomes more hard for a player like Martin Odegaard to impose himself freely in that game. It's not possible, because there's defensive duties waiting for you down there. Declan Rice is being doubled up on. Declan Rice is having a lot to do down there. So that's why the welcoming of Thomas Partey will be highly welcomed by this weekend when we face Manchester City. A completely different side I'll face City, by the way.
100%. I hear you. I hear you. Big up to Amen. That says, I'm from Morocco. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well, Habibi. Yes, yes, yes. And very good question here from Keeping It Real Chelsea, aka JPT. Says,
That's my
so
brother.
Tone,
That's my brother.
yes,
That's my
that
brother.
is our brother.
Go,
Yes,
go
indeed.
subscribe to his channel, guys. Very great
Yes,
guy.
100%. Says, so Tony, would you want Arsenal to go for a right winger this January to let Saka get a rest and not risk a long term injury? If so, who would that person be, in your
See,
opinion?
See, I would like Arsenal. I would like Arsenal to go for a right winger. Yeah, but the problem why right wingers don't see. I don't want anyone to think that Arsenal have not been going for right wingers. We've been going,
Hmm.
but many of them actually want. Um, I think most of them are looking at Bukayo Saka as a major competition, and the fair for probably if they would come in and usurp this guy, because
Oh
it's not
yeah.
possible. He's the king of Arsenal right now, and
It's like the
see,
golden boy, you know? It's
he's
like, the poster boy for Arsenal. I
come
get
on,
it.
it's the star boy. Come on now, Sofia. It's the
Yeah.
star boy, and and again, they genuinely fear, for their position that they can't beat this guy. They would only come into the game sparingly, which is not really, which is not really comfortable, because most players like to be in a little bit of a comfort zone, knowing that they would come into a football club, have a new lease of life, and have games to back up their fitness. But when you see someone like Bukayo Saka, who has made that position completely his, who has a good injury record, and that's a big problem for players who are coming in, because they know that, hey, the person who is playing there has a superior injury record. He's never injured. It's like a horse. This guy keeps playing every day. Even if he hobbles off, he comes back the next week. He's okay. He's running. It's smiling. I bet you by next tomorrow, this guy will be in training, smiling and
I
happy
think
and
that's so
jostling everywhere.
sad.
That's the thing with Bukayo Saka. So when a right winger is looking at Arsenal as an option, he's saying, "Oh my God, I can't even come into this football club and play." But in the market right now, there's a player that the rumor is going out everywhere that we're looking at. That person is not a person than Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, as you know, Pedro Neto can play through the left wing, he play through the right wing. He's a very, very versatile player. And as you know, Mikel Arteta always have this knack or this kind of fetish in a way, for players that play multiple
Fetish.
roles. Yeah, kind of like a fetish, right? For
I hear you.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to sexualize the whole thing, but
No.
I'm sorry,
Hey.
but
I
but it has a kind of
hear
like
you.
fetish for players that ruminate along that lines, and technical, you know technically playing and technically gifted in multiple positions in the team. So Pedro Neto falls into this position. He can play from the right wing, he can play from the left wing, you can even play him as a lone striker. He does that. That's what he does. It's in his wheelhouse. So it's no wonder that he was being peddled. The news was being peddled everywhere that this week that Pedro Neto, is to come to Arsenal. So let's see. He will be
Ooh.
a natural replacement. Not really a replacement, because no one can replace what Saka has done this season alone. It's a king of goals at Arsenal, and this is the guy back to back to back to back has been the player of the year, player of the season for Arsenal Football Club.
Mm-hmm.
It's what he does. He's the star boy. So no one can literally like kind of like replace him. And we'll put our
I
money
hear you.
where our mouth's words,
But it's more so
and give him
helping
a
him
new
out a little
deal.
bit, you know?
Exactly.
Because
But I just really feel
it's a
like
lot.
he's not being managed properly. And
I
right
agree
now
with you.
we're now seeing the result. He's always
Yeah.
injured. He's
At
always
some
injured.
point,
At some point he will
he'll
break. He
suddenly
will
sit
break.
there
He
for
will break.
weeks,
He
and
will
then it's
break.
like, oh damn, who will we? So
He will break.
Arteta's kind of exactly what you're saying. He'll at some point he'll start suddenly he'll break,
Mhm.
and he'll be on the sideline for a while. So I do think it's very important that Arteta stop being stubborn in terms of that and actually ends up properly managing him. And because I think at some point this kid is going to be burnt out, man, and also big
He's
injury could
already
happen.
he's he's already burnt out. He's
Yeah.
already burnt out. And mind you, this is a guy who is not just an important part of this Arsenal fabric. This is also a guy who is also an integral part and parcel of that English teams and the Three Lions
Exactly.
down there. He's playing his football, new lease of life everywhere since he lost that penalty. Of course, in that competition, he's shown and proven himself to be one of the most deadliest players. Sofia, who is the best right winger, young right winger right now, bar Salah in the world? Can you just name me one who is better than
He's
Saka in the world. Good. That's what I thought. It's Bukayo Saka. No one else. No one else. That's the answer.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. It might come out as if maybe I'm, so,
No,
I'm sorry.
Tony, Tony,
That's why I
it's
give you
okay.
the
I
option
just
of.
have
That's why I
no
give you the
energy
option of
left
actually
after what
giving
my
me
team
one.
did to me. Tony, it's okay. It's okay. No, 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 no foul here. But before we slowly start to wrap up, though, Tony, did you, catch any of the other games? Like, for instance, the Napoli Real Madrid game. Did you catch that?
I caught your game. What are we talking about? See, yeah, when you're on your way down, yeah. Sometimes, she's done the shameless thing again. See, yeah, Sophia.
Go ahead.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, Sophia.
Remember, you
When you're
lost
on,
as well, so but go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. When you're on your way down, Arsenal, we were on our way down today, and guess who we're trying to fall off today? The cliff. Sometimes you just have to hold on to the other person who is falling off the cliff to at
You
least
don't
have a
laugh, you're gonna
sniff of
cry.
life. And guess who gave us that gift today? The gift that keeps on giving.
It's
Manchester
us.
United.
Oh,
Eric Ten Hag, what are you thinking? There's big questions to that manager right now. I won't be surprised if you start seeing placards in the next match. Mind you, in your matchup against Crystal Palace, your manager was booed was booed at Old Trafford in your own stadium by your own fans. Booed. Yeah,
was he
yeah,
good?
go check that. He was booed out of that stadium. Guys in the chat, please key Sofia into that. He was booed out of that stadium. I think the Manchester United faithfuls won't have this. Being beaten and disgraced in your ground today against the Galatasaray. But again, see, you can also take solace in the understanding that Galatasaray is not really a small team. They have genuine killers down there in that Galatasaray team, a very, very difficult team to beat. Even since last season, these guys, they can genuinely cook. They cook for real. They have Mario Cardi. You can see the kind of mentality he has, losing a
It works.
penalty,
Nine
losing a
goals.
penalty in like 2 3 minutes, and in 5 minutes or something like that, it's going down there and scoring a goal.
It
And
was
again,
due
you have
to
to
our
question.
mistakes, Tony.
Oh my God!
You ain't gonna
See, and
act
again,
like Galatasaray was him today. They were not them,
I
nor
know, but
him.
you are see, you can't see, Sophia. You are at home. You are at home. You can put up that excuse if you're not at home. If you're in Turkey in hostile enemy lines,
Oh,
it's totally understandable. You are at home. You have home comfort. So that argument doesn't come into play. And I saw you when you were, of course, I know in the hit of the moment, you were trying to take off the hit away from Eric Ten Hag. I'm
no,
sorry.
I was still
The manager,
criticizing. I was still
I know you
criticizing.
criticize it. I knew you did that. But
I
see,
did
yeah,
that.
Sophia, yeah, these fans that are out here, yeah, they're looking for a fall guy, yeah. These guys are not just totally loyal to anyone. They're loyal to you when you get trophies. Trust me, Eric Ten Hag is not getting the big trophies, and he's not winning the big games either. These guys will turn fast, yeah, fast. They will turn fast on this guy. You better be prepared to turn on this guy quite soon because he's, see, Casemiro, one of your most experienced players, failed you today again. Yet again. Where is the discipline? Is the most experienced player in that squad. Where is the Champions League experience? This is his wheelhouse, right? This is where he cooks. This is where Casemiro cooks. He's won lots of Champions League titles than I remember for Real Madrid. Where is the experience when you want to get that, when you want that touch of class from an experienced player? See,
Was not
it's
him
good and
today.
okay. It's good and okay when you keep heralding him and when he has a good performance against maybe a team like Crystal Palace and people will clap for him. these are the games that count in the big stage. And you brought that guy in for the big stage, for the Champions League. Nights like this are the nights that Casemiro should be cooking big time in the Champions League, that he already understands that he should be winning in the first place. So when he comes up with that kind of performance, puts you team, thank you for that 95. Thank you
Oh
again.
my
Thank you again,
koala,
Kayala. Thanks, man. Big ups to you.
koala, you
Big ups to you.
are
Big
on
ups to
something
you, man.
today. Koala,
Big ups to you. Big
koala.
ups to you.
You just
Big
you
ups to
made my
you.
night.
God
Koala, thank
bless you,
you.
man. God bless you,
Bless
man.
your
God bless
heart
you.
for the
God
another
bless you,
big
man.
donation. It
Thank you.
really goes a long way. So thank you so much, Koala. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Koala.
this super
Thank you,
sticker.
Koala.
We're in this
Thank you,
together,
Koala.
Koala.
God
Glory,
bless you.
glory, Man
God bless
United.
you, man.
Continue cooking, Tony. But
Mm.
bless you, Koala.
See, and these are the kind of nights you need Casimiro. See, Sofia,
I agree. I
stop
agree.
protecting these guys. They need the chop. You have to start putting your money where your mouth is and start calling these guys out. It doesn't matter whether they're big, it doesn't matter whether they're small. They have to take the chop. They have to take the chop. Eric Ten Hag has to answer questions. Yeah? They need to ask this guy serious questions. Serious
And when
conversations
you say
need to be
serious
had with
conversation,
Eric Ten Hag. Yeah.
elaborate.
No, see, it's simple. They need to call the manager and call his bluff. They need to talk about
Call his
this.
bluff.
Yes, yes. Can't you see
What do
what? Can't you see? See, you were beaten at home by
uh-huh.
Crystal Palace. You were
Yeah.
beaten at home to
Uh-huh.
Brighton. You were beaten at home last season to Brighton Football Club. They came to your club uh, just about 3 weeks ago, beat you quite massively at home. Again, you lost to Crystal Palace at home. Lady, you were beaten by a Galatasaray team in the
Sir.
Champions League at home. Questions need to be asked. And I don't know, this is not a baby football club we're talking about here. This is Manchester United. Where are the standards? I'm sorry, where are the standards? We're talking of
Okay.
the Red Devils
But
here.
when you okay. And I hear Tony, I hear everything you're saying.
You have to start
100
questioning Dalot. Look at Dalot's, look at his performance.
brother.
Absolutely
Did I not
abysmal,
say Dallo need
shocking
to take a
performance
hard
today.
look at himself? Because Dallo
Jeez,
was not
horrible,
that yikes.
horrible
But
performance.
when you say, okay, where do we go from here? Are we saying Tenag bye bye? Get some because all I'm saying is sacking the manager right now doesn't solve anything. Because in 10 months from now, we will be having the exact same conversation. And I get it. If we keep going like this, several games in, a few more games in, we keep going, obviously we have to be like, you know what? I, I,
Sophia,
but
Sophia,
I can't
Sophia,
sit there
you
and say we got to
sacked,
go now.
Sophia, you sacked a goddamn legend of your football club. Someone you hold something to.
Okay.
You owe no loyalty to this
Yeah.
guy. There is no
Yeah.
loyalty. You
Tony,
disgraced. You guys
Tony,
disgraced your
Tony.
legend. A
We
legend
did
of this
not.
football club.
We
No, no,
did
no,
not.
not Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm talking of a coach
I
of this
know,
club.
but
Yeah,
exactly. And we did not.
yeah, I told you it was a
Ule was
legitimate
not good enough. Nah, we're
legend
not.
of this club.
No, we are
And
not doing
and
that,
and
Tony.
he,
Ule
I
was not
know,
good
but
enough.
see, but but I'm sorry, did it take Manchester United to this depth of losses that you have now?
Tony, Tony, did okay.
The
Yo,
answer is no.
oh,
The
this
answer
is
is
triggering.
no.
PTSD is coming back. PTSD
No,
is
no,
coming
no.
back.
It's no. The answer is no. He didn't go as low as this. See,
Okay.
pop teams. See, no, see, Sophia. See, pop teams have the mind. Do you think if Luton comes to Old Trafford, do you think they won't have the guts to come and run at you? They will have a go at you at Old Trafford.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fact. But under
Mm.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it wasn't really like that. Things were still moving up for him. He didn't have this trail of losses like this. Pop teams don't just come and disgrace him and malhandle him like that. No, I'm sorry.
Tony,
Even the
Tony,
pattern
no,
of play
Tony,
wasn't like that.
Tony, I'm calling your bluff now, Tony. Now you gonna listen to me, sir. You gonna
Yes, ma'am.
listen to me, sir. Okay,
Yes,
you
yes, ma'am.
gonna listen to you gonna hear today, Tony. Tony, my brother, my African brother, my fellow Nordic brother as well. Listen, Tony, I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a legend, 100% a legend of this club. Do not get it wrong, because I still feel this as a player, as the manager. A lot of people, I think you included right now, are forgetting how bad it got at the end with Ole. We were losing back to back against Liverpool. We were slapped as well by City. We lost. I remember losing 5-2 or something in that order to Leicester, and I was like, you know what? I can't do it no more. I can't do it. Watford,
Sophia,
we lost
Sophia,
to.
look at your
We can't.
performances.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Look at
But I'm
look
not
at how
excusing you.
Solskjaer was
But we
playing
can't
football.
sit here and say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't. What are we saying here? Ole Gunnar
See.
it was
Oh,
shit
so
at the end. It was
seems like
Kumbaya
you've
and
totally
FC. Kumbaya and Vibes at FC. No, no, no. Vibes and Kumbaya FC. I'm not having it,
Sophia,
Tony.
you've
I'm not
totally
having it.
forgotten what happened to you in the hands of Liverpool last season, right? Have you totally forgotten what
We
happened to you
I
in the
haven't
hands
forgotten.
of Eric Ten Hag, Manchester United team facing Liverpool? Seems like you're having an amnesia here. I think you need to remember what happened to you. See, the brand of football you were playing with
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I'm not doing it, Tony. Tony. Because what
see,
does Tony? I don't know why we like the thing with when we're trying to end up criticizing Ten Hag, then we have to big up Ole. I'm not having it. No, I'm not gonna
no,
do this.
no,
Because people,
no,
rival
you're not.
fans were saying
See,
Ole at the wheel.
legitimately,
We're
do
not
you know
doing
why
this.
people are digging that up? Do you know why people are
Not
digging
doing
that
this.
up? Because you've not gone to this depths of low. This is depths of low. You're at the
It was
dregs.
low then as well.
See,
We're not doing it.
no, it was low. No one is saying it wasn't low, but at least there was a performance. At least there was a fight. You weren't losing games like this. You weren't even leaking goals the way you're leaking. It was maybe 2-1 losses, 1-0 losses,
No, 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 no,
beatings,
no.
but not
No, we
not
lost 5
maimings
nil.
like what
No,
happened
no, no.
against
We lost
Liverpool.
4-0 to Liverpool. We lost 5-0 to Liverpool. We lost 2-0 to Man City. We
And
lost
Liverpool beat you
4 or
7-1
5.
last season.
Yeah, but
And Liverpool beat you 7-1. You're not playing good football right
we
now.
weren't playing good football with Ole as well. We can't
That's
sit
what
here
I'm
and say that it was good
that's what
football with Ole. It wasn't
that,
good.
good. I get that, but
That's
you're
all
in
I'm
a different.
saying.
But again, you're in a different kind of low here with Eric Ten Hag. So see,
100%. But I'm not gonna
that's what
sit
I'm
here and
saying.
pick up
So
Ole when Ole was shit
no,
as well.
I'm not bigging up Ole. I'm just saying you owed Ole something. He was a legend of that football club. So if he
I don't
played
owe
like
him anything. I don't.
no, you owe him a kind of like in your football club, you owe him an affinity. Yeah, there's that affinity because he's a legend of your football club.
Sorry, no.
So there's a
We
way.
kept him too
There's a
long.
way.
We kept him
mm,
too long. It was sentimental. No, I
I,
don't owe you anything. So sorry. I
I,
love you, Ole. I don't owe
I
you
get
anything.
that. Good. You just said you love him, and you love him because he's a legend of the
As
football
a
club. That's what
player,
I'm. That's what I'm
manager,
saying.
no, no.
I I get that.
Tony,
I get that.
Tony,
But you're
Tony.
in a different depth right now. See, you owed. This is my argument. You owed something, yeah, to Ole. He was your legend. But to this guy, to Eric Ten Hag, you owe this guy nothing. It
We
means
owe none of
nothing.
them anything. We
Oh,
don't owe any none,
uh,
but both of them can hold it. How about that?
but
We
people
don't owe
understand what
anybody.
I'm talking about when I'm talking about your legend, because
I'm,
you
s-
won't
I'm,
just
s-
throw
I'm
away a
sorry.
legend of the club like that. That's what I'm saying.
No,
But
that's
since
not
he
what I'm
was your
saying.
legend, you still have an
No,
affinity towards him. But this guy, you owe
it's
no affinity
sentiment.
to him. He's not a legend. Nothing. He has done nothing for your football club. He's won the Carabao Cup. But look at yourself. You're Manchester
Did Ole
United
win
Football
anything?
Club. Well,
Exactly.
okay, good. I get that, Sophie. I get that. I get that. But
Yeah.
do you understand that Eric Ten Hag was being backed as a manager even more than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Ole was technically,
Not technically, factually. He's been backed as a football manager in your football club than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was ever backed in Manchester United
Yeah,
when he
but
was the
to be
manager
honest,
at the time. He's brought in
Tony,
Anthony for big money. Yeah, he's brought in Anthony for big money. He brought in Martinez for slightly big money too. Yeah, under this manager, you've gone to the deepest depths of lows by going to bring in a a dead ancestor, Evans. Yeah, and look at Maguire's even finding way and spaces to even play in this Manchester United team. Look deep down into yourselves, Sofia. Ask yourself the real question: are these players that you have right now, are they the right people to have right now in your team? Will you keep
some of them
papering the
definitely
cracks with
ain't.
people like Bruno? Would you keep eroding this kind of players while they mess you up in the big games where you to turn up? See, I'll keep saying this. You are Manchester United Football Club.
By name
That
only,
that
Tony.
that means a
We
lot.
ain't that anymore.
That name means a lot. Look deep down
Apparently not
within
to this
yourselves and
ownership. We don't mean
ask
shit.
yourself that question if this is the position you want to be in. I think that answer from fans that really love this football club, I think they would say no.
But all I'm saying is, what is the solution? What do you think we should be doing right now, Tony? What should we do? Real talk, Tony. What should we do? Should he
See,
go
see,
right
see,
now? Should he go?
see, see.
Mm.
The first. See, this should be a step by step process. You can't talk about sacking a
No,
manager
I'm
right
just
now.
asking.
Again, see, it's from top to bottom. It's rotten. So you have
Yeah.
to start from go back to the basics. What is the basics? The basics is start from the ownership of a football club. When you get the ownership of your football club done, because these guys are not listening to you. The Cronkies want to sell this club. They want to get it off. They want to get it off their necks. So they're not even concerned. Do you think the sorry? Do you think the Glazers are concerned with what is going on right now?
No, they couldn't get. I mean, but what
They
are
don't
we? What?
care right now. So
Obviously, that's what we've been
it has to
saying.
start from the top right
I need him
now.
gone as well, Tony.
That ownership
They gotta go.
problem and debacle has to be settled. When it's
Yes.
settled, you need to get Eric Ten Hag out of here immediately. Immediately. He's not the
So
coach for
you're
you.
saying once we get, and I hear you. Some people might actually be like, you know what, that can be a perfect opportunity to be like, you know what, thank you for your service, but we'll
You
try
need to get
something
him
else
out.
out under this ownership. That,
You need to
hey,
get him out.
fair
You need to
point.
get him out. His man management skills have been called to question, mind you. His man management skills have been called to question lots of times.
Sus
Like
moments.
I told you the other time, yeah. When you're in a big mess like this, you put your arms around recalcitrant players. I've told you, y- you don't even have any wide like. See, your wide positions right now and are not even being utilized right now. You have Sancho who is out there playing PS4 and PS5 games right now. Yeah, looking for the next fortnight game to play. When you should be putting your arms around this guy and bringing the best you can get out of him until at least January when you can throw him out of the transfer window. Get the best out of this player. Because right now the club is rotting. Right now, you can't seem to get points. It's a big problem. Discipline is a
Mm,
problem in your football club. Look at what's happening to Anthony. Look at what's happening to Casemiro. He can't stop getting red carded. And it's
I'm
a big
tired of
problem.
it, man.
Discipline is a problem at your football club. And I'm sorry, it starts from top to bottom. And by it's only when you look at it, yeah, internalize it that you're in a project. Don't think you're going for a title. I don't want you to make that mistake. Don't think you're going for a title. Just calm
Never,
down,
never said that.
have that I get that, but just
Mm,
start from the basics. Do what's
mm-hmm.
necessary. Get your ownership correct, and then look for a new manager. There are managers who are out there. Nagelsmann is a good manager. Zinedine Zidane is a good manager. Get this kind of managers to come in.
Zidane
And
ain't coming to England.
Flick had a bad
I don't
time
want
in
Hansi Flick. I don't want him. Sorry, he
good
couldn't
just
do
because he had
anything for that Germany team.
nas-
Sorry.
national side
Yeah,
see
yeah.
is a well decorated manager in club side.
Yeah.
Manchester United is
No
not
other
England.
German manager has been sacked since 1927 or something. It's him.
I I get
So
that, but you need
you
to
gotta hold
understand
that.
that. But again, you need to understand the generational changes in the German team. They have Kai
Yeah,
Havertz leading the
Tony.
line in the German team, so you
Yeah,
need
and
to
he's
understand what
no Hansi
what's
Flick.
happening with that.
Nagelsmann, we can have a conversation. But Hansi Flick, nah, I'm okay. Personally, I'm
It
okay.
depends. It depends, but okay,
I'm
you
okay.
have that choice. You can hang around with Eric Ten Hag and see what I'm talking about. Sophia, I would
But the
only
thing
be
is,
here because
also
I'm
Tony, we'll
becoming.
have
I'm
to.
becoming. I know I'm becoming part of your show, Sophia. Maybe in the next 3 months, I will come down to the show and maybe pet you a little bit. You're my sister. That keep supporting this guy. In the next 3 months, I'll come around here and put my arms around you and tell your sister, I'm sorry, but I told you so. I'll say that to you. Imagine I said that with a straight face. So you'll be like, what in God's name is this? What is this?
What is this? Oh my God. Okay, are we done with the cooking now? Tony, I'm mentally tired. I'm drained. I am
I
so
get
drained.
that. I get that. But just look at what Harry said. Just put up that comment. And big up to
Freaking
Eddie
hard.
Football Waffle. Eddie
Yes,
Football Waffle, that's a great guy too. Big ups to
yes,
you, Eddie Football
100%. Do
Waffle.
subscribe to
Mm,
Eddie's
great guy.
channel.
Yeah, and
Yes,
subscribe to that guy. Yeah, I need to bring
yes.
him to my show too.
You
Um,
should. You
yeah,
should.
yeah,
Great guy.
yeah. Look at what Harry says. He says Eric Ten Hag has lost the dressing room, like Rashford has lost his ability to pass to Harry. I don't know if you have gongs here. You need to give a gong, like gunshot gongs, to people like Harry. He understands what where Manchester United lies right now. Guys like this know the problem. He's lost the dressing room. He's lost it. The
Has he
only
really
person
lost it?
he ha- what else do you need to see? He's
I'm just
lost it.
asking. I'm just asking
He,
a
he,
question.
he has. He has. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Rashford can pass the ball. Rashford can get
Yo.
a decent pass. He can't give a decent pass to any of the upcoming players. Look at Rasmus, the only player dying right now for that Manchester United shirt,
He can
which is
run.
ironic because he just became a devil this season,
Yeah.
which is ironical. He just became a devil and he knows what it means to fight for this shirt, even more than people that have been down there for a long time. He's the only one fighting, trying to score goals, trying to
You
get
look
in
good,
behind
man.
defenders. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag keeps dishing out, orders. No one is following it. Dalot is doing whatever he likes.
Yeah. They're just they're not following the game plan. That's kind of
Cas-
that.
Ca-
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you think Casemiro getting a red card? eh, Well, I don't understand. Yeah, because if a manager, do you think a manager owns that dressing room when Casemiro takes red cards the way he likes? He runs the show. He does what he wants. If he has fear and respect for this manager, he wouldn't go out there and disgrace the club the way he's done. He's done it countless of times. If it's once, it's totally understandable. Not twice, not the third time. Come on. It's becoming a joke now. Don't you think so? Isn't it becoming a joke in the Champions League? Your most experienced player
He said it.
churning
I'm
out that kind of
tired.
performance. It's ridiculous. It's almost ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm so
So
tired.
I
But
know, Sophia. And again, for me too, it's a bad night to me. I have to think about, I have to go to my bed and
imagine,
sleep right
I
now
could have
and think about.
cooked.
You could have cooked,
United,
right?
you deprived me of the opportunity to cook Tony today. You took that opportunity away from your girl. You know what? Y'all a bad mind, Man United. The squad. All of you guys. Okay? There's just a few of you guys that don't need to hold it. But everybody else, hush. Get out of here.
Sophia, the big
Mm.
one you've not even. I'm shocked. The big one
Who?
you've not even talked about is Onana. I'm
What?
shocked. I've not heard anything about Onana.
Oh wait, that
Are
happened
you
before
guys
you came.
serious?
That happened before you came. I talked about
Oh,
Onana.
okay,
Hey, I talked about
okay,
Onana. I
okay.
yo, I don't know if the early birds that were here, but some of them can probably vouch for me. I talked about Onana.
That
I
first
love the
goal.
dude, but Lord have mercy.
Jesus
We might need to
Christ.
be like Altai. If you want to come and play a little bit, come. Let Onana
And
chill a little bit.
and mind you, he's going to the AFCON. So what
That's what I'm
happened?
saying as well. So
Oh
you
my
might as well need
God.
Altai to come in, get a
That's my
little
guy.
bit,
Mbappe James. He says Onana is diabolical. See, there is no other word on earth to describe this kind of goalkeeper. He is diabolical. That goalkeeping is demonic.
Okay,
He's
okay.
shocking. He's shocking. He's a shocking
Demonic,
goalkeeper.
demonic is like okay.
It's yeah.
That that's the was that
That's the
pun
meaning of
intended?
diabolical. That's the meaning of diabolical. It's devilish. It's evil.
Calma.
It's
Okay,
demonic
Harry.
defending.
Harry, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Harry. Don't do that.
And you're defending too.
Don't
You're
do that.
defending. Lindelof. See, you need to go back to that market, yeah, and get in the defender.
Koala,
You know,
we do have to keep. We can't be like he's not confident because of the players. Ain't nobody ask him to completely lose his head and put Casim. And nobody told Casemiro to be like, you know what? Let me put another tackle. Nobody told him to completely put a bad pass. Like nobody. He wasn't even pressured in that moment. Nobody was checking for him. He did not need to do it. And I was thinking, there's often he be like a little bit reckless. I'm like, one day he he might actually get punished. And today was the day. So hey, Koala, we have to be like, you know what? We have to hold him accountable today and other games before. He didn't do
hey,
good.
hey, Simberg in the chat. Yeah, I find your comments very, very funny, man. He said if this matchup were happening in Galatasaray Stadium, they'll be pissing their pants. These guys haven't lost a matchup in Galatasaray Stadium in
Since
like
April or
God
something.
knows when.
Nobody
In
said that.
God knows when. In like almost a
Yeah.
year plus.
Yeah.
Lost a match in Galatasaray Stadium. Helsingborg, please give me the rock you're smoking. I need that rock. The last Helsingborg that I know from Breaking Bad, he had a
No, no,
rock
no,
on him,
no,
right?
no, no.
I need that
I
rock.
think Heisenberg is actually no, no, no. Is saying that we're gonna be pissing.
Oh, I get it. Okay, then I misread
I
that.
think
Then
Heisenberg
I misread that.
isn't saying
Okay,
Galatasaray is actually
good.
saying like if we're gonna be and I agree. I was saying
Okay.
100% if we're when we play at Galatasaray's ground, oh it will oh my god, you think
Oh
this
my
is
God.
bad? Hell no. All of them, sorry for my language, they're pussies. I'm so sorry. But a lot of these guys, oh my lord. Like you say, Heisenberg, they'll be pissing. They might be doing more than pissing.
Oh
That's all
my
I'm gonna say.
God. Yeah.
Shitting as
And
well, all of it. Sorry for the language, but all of it will be happening.
Sophia, trust me, you don't want to go to Galatasaray with this team. Like
And
it's oh
you,
my God.
Dutch, I just want to say this. I don't want to be in the Europa League. How about if we're not gonna go through, keep me at the bottom, man. Okay,
Big
pause by
ups
the
to
way.
Yuvraj. Yuvraj was
Just
in my watch
yeah, big
along
up to you,
today.
Dutch. I've had him on the channel a few times. A big up. I rather because I like this Thursday, for instance, I have my day off from, doing content. I just relax. I'm sick and tired of Thursday football. I don't want to make any content about Man United match reaction to Europa League. Nope, nope. If we don't go through to the round of 16, get me out of it. Let us finish fourth in the group. I don't give a shit. I don't want to go into the Europa League.
But but again, I
Nope.
wonder why Eric Ten Hag is slipping through without much conversations about him as a coach, his managerial decisions. Managerial decisions doesn't only rest on what you do tactically in the pitch or on the field. It also deals with your choice of players, the people you felt like you should bring in like in your summer transfer window. You can judge a manager's IQ by stunts like that. Who did this manager bring in the summer transfer window to galvanize your team? Mason Mount. Clear lack of judgment in that one, right? He's brought in Onana, who looks like You know,
I still believe that we need to give Onana time, though. I'm not gonna sit here.
good,
I
good and okay.
personally am not gonna
I
sit there and
understand that.
say that Onana is never gonna come good. I'm not gonna sit there and say that. Me personally.
But but I'm sorry, it's not looking good. The proof is in the pudding, right? Like they
Yeah,
say,
but
the proof is in the pudding.
doesn't mean that
Uh,
he can't turn be that
It can turn
get
over a
better.
new leaf, but again, you can only go with what you're seeing right now. You can only go with the proof that you're seeing, and the proof is in the pudding. It doesn't look good. And see, yeah, there's always this thing people need to understand. Yeah, when you look at players in the Italian Serie A and just say, yeah, that these players are going to come to this. The last time I checked, this league is the best in the world. There's a reason why people say that, because when you come to this league, you have to come down here and prove yourself. And I don't blame Onana. Look at legends. Shevchenko has come down here and learned that here is not a place. You need to put your money where your mouth is, and get things done here. Koulibaly, who had such a heralded heralded as a general, yeah, a defensive general in Napoli, came down here, shipped out, ran to Saudi Arabia. See, many players come here from the Serie A and they struggle.
I
Tonali has come
yeah,
down here. He's looking good, but it's not like he's turned the league up in it. It's other
no, no,
players around him that
but
has,
I think
done
he's
that.
still a decent player.
Scamacca was a decent striker when he was in the Italian Serie A. Now look at Scamacca, left the league under 1 year. In fact, bundled and thrown away by West Ham. So when West Ham Football Club throws you away as a player,
Yeah,
come down here to the English league and prove yourself. And I'm sorry, Onana has to prove himself, just like how all these other players
one
have
hundred
tried to
percent,
prove
one
themselves
hundred
and
percent,
flopped.
100%. I agree. Okay, we're a little bit overdue here, but I do want to hear. Okay, so obviously we've talked about Man United. You've had your moment, of course, talk about Arsenal. Did you see any of it or hear about any of the other games? Like, for instance, Napoli Real Madrid.
Yeah,
Did you?
That Napoli. I was following the scoreline. I wasn't really watching it, but come
Oh, I
on,
was watching
lady,
it. It was good.
Jude. It was good. Jude Bellingham again,
Jude.
bailing these guys again.
Hey, Jude. Oof.
That guy is magnificent. Yeah, like he's good. He's good.
He's so good, man.
And then you just wonder, like, why didn't this guy come to the English league to just light it
Man.
up? Like, he's that kind of player that
Like,
could get you
imagine
goals,
being so young and just lightening up the
light him
Liga,
up.
showing up in the Champions League. Like, you're that young. Just imagine when you're like mid 20s. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
And you know what?
This,
Yeah,
wow,
you know what? He's doing it. He's doing it week in, week out.
week out.
See,
He's living the dream,
lady,
like Koala says. He's living the dream.
he's living the dream. There's nothing like consistency. Mostly when you're a player that you're young and people doubt it uh, you because of your price tag. Because it's just like Jadon Sancho. He came from that Borussia Dortmund side, coming into Manchester United. He was to be the guy. He was to be the man at Manchester United. And after almost 2 seasons, he's not the guy. He's not scoring goals. He doesn't look good. And people cast that doubt, like maybe if he makes that big move to Real Madrid, Liverpool, anywhere where he wants to go to, he might just be like Sancho. The German league is not like the Spanish La Liga. You have to come prove yourself. Well, the proof is in the pudding. You could just see it, breezes through these players, yeah.
Hmm.
Scores lovely, lovely goals. Whenever you need a player to come and answer the call for you, he's down there. He's a midfield marshal. And he's a people person. They love him. The
Yeah,
players love him down there. And he
yeah.
comes with
Like, he's
he
a
comes with
leader.
discipline.
He shows up
And he
also by
comes with
performance, but
exactly.
just wow, wow,
And
wow, wow.
the difference between him and a player like Casemiro? He has discipline. He's disciplined. I don't want to use Casemiro. I just used it because they're in the same midfield anyway. But I'm talking of maybe Jadon Sancho. Yeah, I think that's a like for like in a way.
Yeah,
But
maybe do that.
behavior, attitude, you can see it. Looks like a nice guy, genuinely. Looks like someone who's just about his football and you just have to hone your skills. And I heard he always comes to training early. He's the first person to come in. He's the last to go out. He doesn't like playing PS4 or PS7. He just comes to train very early and just goes out late as the
Work
last
ethic
person.
is there, you know?
That's
You
what
can't just be
work
having the
ethic
talent.
means.
You also have to
Exactly. You have to have the work ethics.
show up. You gotta work hard. Talent, there's so many talented players, but not everybody make it. And to those who
Mhm.
do make it, you gotta show up. You
Yeah.
gotta show up. Put the
Yeah.
work in.
Yeah.
Yes,
Put
yes,
the
yes.
work in. He
No,
goes to
I
training.
mean,
He comes back.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
good and he's a good guy. And he's scoring goals, consistency. So I
yep.
love that matchup against Real Madrid. Real Madrid. And of course, it's also
Mhm.
good to see Vinicius Junior back and back in the
Yes.
scoreline also. So that's
Yeah,
good.
I love
You know,
that. Oh, you should have seen the pass that when he scored, it was like a lovely, just simple pass there from
exactly.
Bellingham in that situation where Bellingham technically could have been like, you know what, I'm gonna score myself, but he was like, I'll
Mm,
pass that
mm,
over to my brother, Vinny.
exactly.
No,
Exactly.
shoot.
And Kuala, you've just shown that you're not just the money guy. You've just shown you're not just the money bag. Yeah. You've also shown your ability, your thinking ability, and your tactical nature also, and your awareness of. Put it up.
Hmm?
Pull up Kuala's comment about Amrabat.
Everybody's not playing in his preferred position.
This manager brought him in. He's a midfielder. The last time I checked, I always delve into Serie A, the Italian Serie A. He's a midfielder. He's not a defender. You can't make this up. Can't make it up. There's no how you want to tell me. Oh, he's coming into an inverted role. Inverted role. Does Eric Ten Hag play inverted football? Who did that? It's Pep Guardiola that does that.
Okay,
He
we're not gonna
doesn't play
act
that
like Pep
brand of football.
Guardiola inverted, not, created. Oh, inverted. Come on now, we've had that
No,
for
I'm not
years.
saying he
He
created it,
ain't the
but
Godfather.
he perfect.
I'm tired
I
of it.
know, but I know, but he perfected that
Eh,
kind of tactical approach to games. And again,
some of y'all act
and
like the guy made everything. Come on now, calm
no,
down.
no, I know, no, but he
Wonderful
made
coach,
it
but
look easy.
relax.
He did it, but he made it look easy. And again, he knows how to spot the right people to do it. But Amrabat isn't the right guy to go into inverted turns and turn into a midfielder that would help
Def-
progress your play. He can't
it
do it. It's
can't be.
not in
I
his
mean, you
wheelhouse.
kind of definitely saw the deficiencies in terms of him being put as a left back because 1v1 defending, yeah, as a left back, no, no, no,
No,
no,
the
no,
answer
no.
is no.
It
So
didn't
what do you
work.
do? When you bring that kind of player, what do you do? Put him in his right position. That's why I
Yeah,
said
that's where he
Kuala is
cooks.
not just a money bag. He understands what he's talking about. He's not playing in his preferred position. You
This
need to
one,
put him in his
Arteta
preferred position.
made things difficult for Arsenal when he played Partey at right back.
Fact, and that's true. That's true. How can you put a 31-year-old and toss him? See, let's get this correctly, yeah, because we've all seen that Casemiro has been exposed. So I would coin this right now. This season, yeah, Mikel Arteta took presumably, yeah, the best CDM player in this league, bar Rodri.
Mm,
I'll let that sink in. The best CDM player in this league, bar Rodri of Man City.
wait,
Yeah, yeah.
no, he's not. He's not.
Okay. Do you
Sorry.
want to put Casemiro in
Yes,
in,
I will. I will still do
with
it. I'm sorry.
displays like
Partey.
what with displays? Oh, come on, you're not doing this, Sofia. Don't do this to yourself. Come on, Sofia. Come on, Sofia. Come on. With
You don't know where
performances
I'm
like
from, dog.
what he did today, you'll
Okay,
put him
Tony,
above
stop
Thomas
it.
Partey.
Stop it.
Come on, we're not doing this.
No,
He
Koala,
took.
Koala, Koala.
It took.
Stay
Yeah.
with me. Stay with me, Koala.
Yeah,
Stay with me.
yeah, yeah. So he took presumably the best CDM in this league, bar Rodri, and put him in right back, a 31-year-old. So when all these younger players start having a go at this 31-year-old right back, what happens? He can't chase these young guys that are running the yard in that flank. It's not just possible. So, even if he tries to keep pace because he's that kind of player that can give you, that extra depth in that area too. I clearly understand that. But he's a 31-year-old. He can't catch those guys running, yeah? So just put him in his best position. What is his best position? His preferred position. Put him in the goddamn midfield. That's it. I don't know what's with this thing and these coaches wanting to become Pep. Just play. And that's the problem with Eric Ten Hag right now. He's trying to do all these inverted things. What Mikel Arteta is trying to do. Just keep it simple. Put players in their preferred positions, and they will give you what they have to give to you. They will cook. But when you want to start thinking as if you're Pep, you are not Pep because you don't have the resources that he has. Manchester United doesn't have the resources that Manchester City have right now. They can afford that luxury. They can afford to do that. They can afford to go in any form structurally change in and interchange within 42 positions because they have the kind of players to do that. Pep Guardiola has shuffled up to 35 positions in one game. He's done it before in just one game. He's done it. He's done it. He's the king. He
Mm-hmm.
knows how to do that. So but again, you don't have that resources. So why try to be him? Just be yourself. Put
Are
the
we trying to
players
be
where
him
they are.
though?
When you put in Amrabat, who you just brought in from the
When you
Italian
put in
Serie A,
Partey in right back, aren't
same
your
thing. That's what
manager
I'm.
doing it?
That's what I'm saying. Mikel
Okay,
Arteta
I'm
is
just, I'm
also
just, I'm
culpable
just
of
checking.
that too.
I'm just checking.
It's true. It's a fact. Even my manager is culpable of that. Zini plays as a midfielder for the Ukrainian national team. That's his wheelhouse. He could give us extra cover in that midfield. But what do? We sell out Kerientieni, who is also a very, very seasoned left back and who can also give us that attacking wealth of, bumping down that road, down that left back, left wing, and try to cross in balls. His crossing is touche in this league. We've seen that many a times when he's crossed lovely, tasty balls, and he gets in at the end of it and gets an assist. But we shipped him out, put Zini, who is a seasoned midfielder for the Ukrainian national team, and push him down there to the left back position,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a goddamn mess down there at times. Yeah. So all this inverted nature, just put these players where they belong and they will cook. That's what I believe. But when you want
I hear you.
his best position is as a striker. And that's a fact.
Daily Tech, pick up the Daily Tech says Theater of Tears. Yes, Daily Tech. Okay, I'm tired. No, no, no. We're done with cooking. I'm tired. Tony, you're
That's
done too much now. I'm tired. Don't.
uh,
No,
sorry.
done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Sorry. I'm
We
sorry,
are
Sophia.
done.
Mm, mm.
um,
Oh my
pick up,
God, Sophia. Yeah, but
pick up
Sophia,
the
let's
Champions
let's let's
League.
take solace in the fact that we've both lost today. So as I say, iron sharpeneth iron. If you read the Bible, I'm also a Bible loving man. I don't know, you might be Muslim. I don't know about that, but I'm Christian too. So iron sharpeneth iron. And I'll be there for you. Just call my name, and I'll be there. No.
Don't you know, baby? Yeah, I'll
Just
be
call my
there.
name, and I'll be
I'll be
there.
there. Yeah, and I'll be. Oh,
I'll be there.
Tony. Okay, that cheered me up. I love it. Tony. I love that song. I love that. Tony. Hey,
Mhm.
hey. Okay, okay. You. I. I.
I'm
I.
forgiven.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
forgiven.
Thanks,
You're
Sophia.
forgiven, Tony.
Thanks, Sophia. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Tony,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
a proper therapy session for both of us. Is there
Yes.
anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, no,
Nothing
no,
more on
Sophia.
United, brother. Nothing more on a United. Please, please, nothing more. But I know that. Okay, so quickly though, let's just maybe go through some of the other games. I mean, I weren't able to watch all of them. Of course, I was watching you guys a little bit here and there, and some parts of like Inter Benfica. Inter won, so Forza Inter 1-0. Marcus Thuram scored.
Yeah,
S-
lovely goal by Marcos Thuram. That guy is
come
a
on now.
revelation down there. Yeah,
That
but
was a free signing as well. Free transfer
telling you,
for
big,
Inter. So
big, imposing player. You know,
ain't no Lukaku
fast,
anymore there.
fast
So
with the
yeah,
legs. Yeah, fast with the legs. You know, I'm sorry, Burnley. Uh, Vincent won his first match as Burnley manager today, so
there
big
they
ups to him.
did. Yeah, I
Big ups to
see.
him, and those were point he really needed because as a manager with his exploits last season and what he did with that team coming into this cutthroat league, you see, yeah, this league will humble you. That's what I keep saying, yeah, because this guy came into this. Into the Premiership, thinking that I'm the natural successor to Pep Guardiola. That kind of maybe he was harboring those kind of thoughts, but this league have a way of humbling people at times. And look at it's dropping after dropping after dropping, and right now getting that win in the Premiership today, just give him that chance to breathe again, recalibrate, catch his breath again, and,
Yeah.
and rather than thinking or running faster than his shadow, now he would come back down to earth. Go back to the basics. These guys always forget. Go back to the
Go
basics.
back to the
Go back.
basics.
Back to life. Back
Back
to
to
reality.
reality.
Simple. Just go back. Go back. Go back. Just go
Go
back.
back. I
Go
hear
back.
you. I hear you.
Yeah. PSV Eindhoven and Sevilla. That was
2-2.
also yeah, that was 2-2. That was a good one, and a good one for Arsenal. So, which shows that
Yeah.
Arsenal have a lease of life in that, group. So, Arsenal, even if we lost today, and even if we're the only team to lose in that group, we're still second in that group with
Yeah, I
three
hear it.
points. Yeah. So if we do one over Sevilla home next week, next coming week, then
Mhm.
we'll be in a good position to get out of that group. So it's not looking bad after all. Anyway,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah, it's not
definitely
looking bad.
100%.
Yeah, sure. I
I
was
mean,
also
yeah,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
was also I was also shocked when Copenhagen scored the first goal
I was
against
just about
Bayern
to
Munich.
say it.
It was
Yeah.
it was
I was
it
like,
was
"Oh
sh-
my God." Because
it was
that's also
shocking.
how they started off with Galatasaray as well, where they ended up,
Yeah,
I mean, in that game, they still ended up getting a point, but like they started off very well, right? And shocking them. And then, of course, Galatasaray came back
yeah,
2-2. In
exactly.
this game, Bayern won at the end of it with Musiala
Exactly.
and then first
Exactly.
goal by
And
Penny.
of course,
So,
it's your fellow countryman, Lucas Leraga, that scored that goal for Denmark. A 30-year-old striker, FC Copenhagen. It's your fellow countryman, yeah. Lucas Leraga
no, he's Danish.
is Danish. I thought you in Denmark.
No, brother, I'm in Norway.
Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
We had two
I'm
other
sorry.
people though that are from Norway. So Birgir Meling and Mohammed Elinussi. Both are,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
from the
Sorry.
Norwegian national team. It's fine. It's fine. Not Denmark here, but
and then
you
and then Musiala scoring that goal, for that precious equalizer for Bayern Munich. And of course, Mathis Thiel, the French international, 18-year-old from France,
yes.
scored that goal for Bayern Munich. Lovely goal from
Mm,
Mathis Thiel, and
yeah,
Musiala starting to get in on the act and scoring important goals for Bayern
indeed.
Munich. There's no question Kane is going to win his first trophy since leaving Spurs this year. Mind you, Kane also scored a goal. If I'm correct, did he? No, it ended to
He
one,
didn't.
so Kane did not score. But yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't
So that
score
was
in
a
this
good one.
one.
Yeah.
But
So
hey,
the big one. The
Yeah.
big one is Man City tomorrow. I want to see their approach in that game. It's
Yes.
going to be a very, very important game because they nearly slept the last time. They nearly slept up the last time, so they want to take it seriously. So, which means they will have to, uh, you know, put in the generals there. They have the luxury of calling back Rodri back into the fold because his red card doesn't affect him.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the Champions League, so yeah, he'll
The
be playing.
Champions League. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
they will bring him into the fold. They might turn Leipzig over,
Yeah.
but
Ooh,
again,
yeah.
at what
Mm,
cost? And they have just 4 more days to recover and
yeah.
get back. Yeah, get their bodies recovered for that big match at Arsenal. So let's see.
Mm,
Arsenal have 1 more day
yeah.
to recover for that one. And mind you, they
I
will be
agree.
there. They will be there without Rodri. They'll be there
They
without
will.
Kevin De Bruyne. So that
Exactly.
is the spine of their team. And look at how they're
100%.
losing
Rodri is a
left, right,
very
and
important
center.
player. Yeah.
Look at how they're losing left, right, and center without the
Yeah.
spine of their team. Look at what
I agree.
Newcastle did to them in the EFL Cup. Look at what Wolves did to them just last weekend in the
Mm-hmm.
league. Without their spine, they look shaky. And mind you, without their spine, Rodri or Kevin De Bruyne is out totally. I don't think he will play this year. And they don't have the expertise of
Mm,
Mares to call on again. They don't have a Gondwan to actually look forward to, and that's a big problem. This is
yeah.
where we start seeing the disintegration of Manchester City. Part by part, limb by limb. But let's see. Injuries will start being a mainstay in this team. So let's see what's going to happen. As for
Let's
me, I
see.
pray I want to win the league. So let's see what happens.
Of course. I mean, yeah. There's also another one though, which I think is even bigger. I mean, Newcastle versus PSG. That's huge. At St. James's Park, could that be like one of those, ooh, you know,
Oof,
those
oof,
stadiums where a lot of the big teams would be
oof.
like, I don't want to go there. We don't want to
In
go
fact,
there.
In fact, don't
What?
even say anything. And St. James Park, lady, you can see what's going on there. There's a revolution going on there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
There's
I
a
generally think that
revolution going on there.
Newcastle can get something out of this. I think they
There's
could cook.
there's a revolution going. The fans are happy. St. James Park is all this. It's one of this. It's not your typical old school kind of ground. Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
modern day ground, but again with an old mentality kind of fan base. Yeah,
Mm,
cheering, the shouting going on down there in St. James Park. Horrible. So, opposing teams that have to come there to play a game against a tightly neat, structural and technical coach like Eddie Howe, they will have to pay for it. If you have to win, come and show Eddie Howe that you can do it in his home in St. James Park. It's as easy as that. If you think it's that easy, come and do it down there. Even the champions had
yeah,
problems going down there and winning. Liverpool escaped through the by a hair's breadth through the teeth. Yeah, to get to get the 3 points down there. It's a hard place to cook. It's not an easy place to cook. And now there's a bigger problem that people ought to understand with what's going on down there in Newcastle. Um, Miguel Almiron is cooking. At the start of the season, he didn't get his breath back, but later, boy oh boy, he started scoring goals. And last season, at the start of the season, you could see what he was doing, scoring goals from left, right, and center. He started all over again, new lease of life. He started all over again. He's
mm,
scoring goals. Most importantly, he's keeping his fitness levels higher. Isaac this season, Swedish international. See what
I
he's
like
doing.
it.
He did used to cook at Real Sociedad. Let's don't
He
act as if he
did.
wasn't
No,
cooking
I've been
in
following
Real
along
Sociedad.
when he both him and Martin Odegaard was playing at Real Sociedad together. So I've been following him ever since then. I rate
Yeah.
him. I was like, when
Hmm.
Newcastle got him, I was like, oh my god, that's a good signing. He of course can have sometimes some underwhelming performances here and there, but
Sure.
overall, the kid is good. The kid is
Mm.
good. Come
So
on.
let's not act as if he wasn't cooking in Real Sociedad before he came here. But the most
Exactly.
important thing was that his fitness level was very, very shabby in a way. So he really had to, try to That was the biggest part of his movement to
Mm,
Newcastle. That was a
yeah.
bigger bet. Can he keep his fitness level to an optimal level and get enough games in that Newcastle shirt? And
Mm,
you know what? Here, Eddie Howe has put his money where his mouth is, and he's reaping the rewards. This guy is scoring goals left, right, and center, tearing up defenses, going in behind defenders, a real scourge. See, he's your typical traditional number 9 striker that doesn't have the whole qualities of a typical traditional number 9. He's that kind of guy. If you need
mm,
goals, it's the guy you go to. Yeah, just like Manchester United in the 90s. Yeah. And in the early 2000s, when you have a player like Dwight York, when you have, this fox in the box kind of players that, that could just outmuscle players and just get you that
yes.
goal,
Yep.
that is built in that mode, not in his, not really in the stature, but in the way he makes that run,
The
that he
movements,
made
you know?
athletic in nature. Uh, all these other fox in the box kind of players, historically, never had those kind of lightning kind of speed because they were a little bit on the bigger side, trying to use their huge big muscular bodies to kind of like out muscle players. But this one, even if he has even if he's an athletic kind of guy and he's not the biggest in the room, but he uses his space to actually try to bully players
Yes.
in the
Yes.
18-yard box,
Yes.
a
I agree.
genuine threat to players in the 18-yard box, and that's why he's scoring goals left, right, and center.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
Paris
qualifies
Saint
here.
Paris Saint
He,
Germain should be scared. They should be afraid.
yes, like he was cooking with, Norwegian international Alexander Sørloth, who we still play for Real Sociedad or Villarreal, one or the other. Either way, they were cooking together. So yeah, I think PSG will be, they'll be in for a surprise. And at the same time, I believe AC Milan and Dortmund are playing together. So of course it's a
Mm.
tough group, but like both me and Steve was talking about in yesterday's match preview, Champions League and all that, we were, saying, hey, it can be a group. I'll be definitely, what should I say? Uh, it'll go at the final day is probably what is going to happen. So hey, either way, I'm gassed. Yeah, let's wrap it up. It's very late for both of us, and I'm noticing. I do think I need to lay down after with all of the energy that has been used to rant about Man United, the cooking I've been getting from Tony as well. I'm tired, people. I'm mentally drained. Once again, thankfully, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I can just chill. But we will be back with the Champions League match reaction. We will be talking and reacting about Newcastle tomorrow. But Tony, where can the people find you? Your channel. Plug all of it.
See, guys. See, I don't know for some reason this is a Manchester United. It should be enemy line, but you know what? Yeah, I like the people in your chat. Yeah, I would like these guys to to be there for me in my own channel too. Let's talk football. Come and laugh at this Arsenal fan that likes talking about Arsenal in a different way. I'm a
Yes,
different
please
person. I'm not
subscribe to
like
Tony.
all these YouTubers and podcasters. That are far from reality sometimes. Yeah, when the chips are down, they all run away. But the thing there is that
Woo!
people like Sofia, who's one of the most realist Manchester United fans that I've seen, and of course that's why me and her have always kept a very very good cordial relationship because she's an amazing person, an even
Thank
better
you.
lady at heart. Big ups to you,
Thank you.
Sophia. It's a honor to keep coming down here because you're a genuine person to work with. I
Thank
really,
you,
really,
brother.
really do love your person. Amazing person that you are.
Thank you.
Please keep doing what you're doing. And of course, you can see that your fans down here, they love you. And not that they love you for just loving sake. They love you because of the work you put into this. I see you every time you're grinding hard. You
Thank you.
you're out here doing, and I know you have work. I know you do work elsewhere. So you still find that time to still grind, to still put things in order. You do lots of thumbnails. Even me, I've given up on thumbnails. I just put some pictures down there.
Well,
This
I think
things.
your thumbnails look so cool. I actually really like your thumbnails. It's a
grinding.
vibe. Like
You keep
whenever I see you're talking, I'm like,
grinding.
it's another Tony
Keep
video. I
grinding.
see it.
Jeez,
Thank
you
you.
keep
The same to you
grinding,
too.
grinding.
Same to you too.
So, lady, big ups to you.
Thank you.
And you're that example of when people say, "Oh, a lady can't do what a man can do." Well, you can see. Look at what she's doing. She's putting in that work. I know many men who have started, YouTube, and they just give up after 3 6 months. But look at this lady putting in the work, entertaining you guys and giving you content. Look at where she is right now, and Sophia, you don't give yourself enough credit that you deserve. Herald yourself, hold yourself, put your face up, and soak up all the whole encomiums. You deserve it. You deserve it because you've worked hard. And if no one tells you that, if no
I
one
want to
says
thank
that
me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad.
that's my
I've
girl.
been
Yeah,
waiting to use this for a long time, and this was the perfect
exactly.
moment. So thank you, Tony.
Exactly. Give yourself the credit. You deserve that. And again, to your fans down here, yeah, Ravi, one of the best guys here that I know. Big ups to you, Ravi. Thanks for all you do for me, man. God bless you. Heisenberg, Carla, it's been nice to have you on Tony Cloud.
All of them.
Ghana TV on my YouTube channel. Come and support me down there. Even if you're not, I do shows. I talk about Arsenal Football Club, but I also like talking about, multifarious clubs too. I like having a dig at Manchester United. Come and laugh at me, when we lose a game. And I also talk about Liverpool and, Newcastle,
All of it.
delve into a little bit of
Has a lot of
Barcelona and
guests
all this.
over. Tony is very
And I
active,
have
so
lots of guests too, so just come around and laugh at this Arsenal fan when we get to lose. And, come and enjoy me too when I'm happy and buzzing and making mouth about my team. I put my money where my mouth is when I talk about Arsenal Football Club. I'm that kind of guy. I get people angry. I get people, provoked. I'm a provocateur. I internalize
self-appraised, provocateur.
analyze that. It's not. I take it. I'm shameless. At least you guys have watched Game
I
of
mean,
Thrones. Shame, shame. I'm sorry. This guy has no shame. If, if I beat Man City by 1 goal to 0, I'll dye my hair blonde and maybe join a group and start doing some flash mob dance. I don't care. I'm shameless in that way.
oh my!
So
I mean,
so just
we got the receipts. So if you do win one, will we see a blonde Tony
no,
doing
no.
a little
I'm
bit
just
of?
no, no.
No, to beat it.
No, 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 you won't get that. I'm just mouthing off. I'm a decent man. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, you just have to come join me on my channel, Tony Cloud Gunner TV on YouTube. I've also joined the revolution on Facebook because on that platform, you have to, you can actually get things done down there. They're
Tony,
aggressively looking
yes,
for Yes, they're
yes,
aggressively looking for people to work,
yes.
and put lots of content into their feed.
We
So
actually
Facebook,
are streaming on Facebook right now, Tony. I start right after we talked last time. I actually started
good,
to stream more on Facebook, and there's been
good,
people,
good. And it's nice,
people
and it's
getting
nice.
into it. So
So
yeah, I
so
like it.
guys,
So
guys, you
yeah,
can also join me on on Tony Cloud Gunner TV Arsenal. That's the name of my Facebook page. Ravi is a friend of mine on Facebook. Ravi, you can also post that here if you have that there on Facebook. Tony Cloud Gunner TV Arsenal. And on YouTube, Tony Cloud Gunner TV. On Instagram, Tony Cloud Gunner TV. So catch me, and again, I'll always be here with Sophia. She's kind of like an escape heaven for me. When I'm angry or when I want to just make fun of Manchester United, she's just that escape for me. So I just come down here and escape. So
I'll allow
thanks
it.
for being my escaping place, a place
Yes.
I could come and escape. Thank you so
It's a
much,
place for you
Sophia.
here,
I'm
brother.
grateful.
100%. Yes,
Yeah,
people, once again, do make sure you do subscribe to Tony's socials. I do have his YouTube channel in the description, but after this video, I'll definitely put the Facebook and the Instagram as well so that you guys can make sure that, of course, show him some love there. Once again, do also subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 3K, so let's try to make that happen. We're in a
Yeah.
new month, so the goal will try to be to hopefully be able to hit that number by the end of this month. Like,
Yeah.
share, everything goes a long way with liking. I know some of you guys maybe be like, oh my god, why are content creator always asking for likes? It's because it does matter due to the algorithm. The more likes you get, the more you're able to push the video out there for more new people to then end up seeing and be like, you know what, I kind of like this person's vibe. Let me subscribe. That's how it is.
Mm.
That's how it is. So,
Exactly.
just help us
And
out.
thank you everyone that came to the show today. Thank you, Koala.
100%.
Koala, what you
Yes,
dropped for
Koala.
Sophia, God bless you, man. Thank
Big
you.
shout out to you,
Keep
Koala,
it
for the
coming,
super
keep it
stickers.
coming, and
Thank you.
help this lady, because
Thank
it's
you.
not so easy to keep a channel running. There's lots of things involved. You need time, you need to edit, you need to do lots of stuff. So please keep helping this. Not that she really needs it, she's a rich lady on her own, but still, just keep dropping things for her. It will really help her. And when I see people like Koala, putting up those stickers, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Ravi, thank you so much. Heisenberg, thank you so much. God bless you
Yes.
guys.
Yes, yes, yes. I was going to say, can I join your Discord? I don't know if you're referring to either Tony. Tony, do you have Discord? Because I don't have a
Mm-mm.
Discord. I don't know if you're. Yeah. Nope.
Don't use Discord again. I've discontinued it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've like used Discord before, like, subscribe to other people or follow other people, but it's like it's gone very quiet. So, oh, not really. But yeah,
Yeah,
Heisenberg, just follow us on other socials. The same goes to everybody. Like I said,
exactly.
I'll be back tomorrow night for a reaction in terms of the other Champions League games. But you never know. As I do, I'm off from work tomorrow, so I'll just relax. But I almost feel like we're gonna probably hear some big Man United news. We're gonna hear something. Something is gonna drop. So maybe I'll suddenly do an impromptu type of, you know, what should I say? Show then. We'll see. Hasbro says, can I
Uh,
join you on podcast? You know what? Holla at me on my socials and we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
why did you skip Ravi's? I don't know. Where there are places that people genuinely say great things about you. Internalize it. Put up that Ravi's comment.
With
The
comment.
second to the last one.
This what?
Uh,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
exactly.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. I rate Sophia. She's always been humble and quiet. Why do you want to escape all these things?
No.
So kid, it's all about you.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay.
Good.
Ravi, thank you. It was no
Big ups,
means to just
Ravi.
make it seem like I was, Ravi. Mentally, I'm just drained after all of it. But thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, either way, plan to be back tomorrow night. You might suddenly see something drop in the middle of the day if anything happens. Either way, have a lovely time where you are in the world, people. It is late where we are, so I'll probably go off to bed now because I am
Yeah,
exhausted.
me too. And I
But
have
yeah,
work tomorrow maybe in the next 4 hours.
okay, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta
Yeah,
wrap it up.
yeah,
Nope,
yeah, yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
wrap it up.
Sure.
Yep, that's nope, that ain't right. Either way, guys, bye bye. See you
Bye.
guys tomorrow. Peace out. We are out. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.